everyone, welcome to Maths World. Today's topic is like fractions and unlike fractions. Okay, what are like fractions? The fractions those are having same denominator are called like fractions. The fractions those are having different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 2 by 3, 6 by 3, 8 by 3. These fractions are having same denominator, so these are like fractions. So unlike fractions, for example, 1 by 8, 7 by 6, 2 by 7, these are having different denominators, so these are called unlike fractions. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about exercise 7.2. okay, so what are the questions they given? Which of the following are like fractions among the following? So the question number 1 is these three fractions are having same denominator, that is 7. So these are all like fractions. So coming to second question, all are having 9 as a denominator, so these are also like fractions. So coming to third question, so these three fractions are having different denominators, so these are not like fractions. Okay, coming to second question, write 5 groups of like fractions. Like fractions, 5 groups. We want to write like fractions groups, 5 groups. So group 1, 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7. Okay, next 3 by 8, 2 by 8, 1 by 8. Okay, third one, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, 8 by 4. Okay, 1 by 11, 2 by 11, 3 by 11. Okay, and another one, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6. So same denominator, different numerators having fractions are called like fractions. Okay, next coming to third question, so from each of these identify like fractions, fractional numbers. Okay, so coming to question number 1, these three fractions are having same denominator 3. So last fraction is having 4 by 6, 6 has a denominator, so 2 by 3, 5 by 3, 1 by 3 are like fraction pairs. Okay, next coming to second question, 1 by 7, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 1 by 9. So 3 by 5 and 2 by 5 are like fractions. Okay, and 1 by 7, 1 by 9 are unlike fractions. Okay, next coming to third question, 7 by 8. So coming to third question, 7 by 8, 8 by 7, 2 by 8, 7 by 5. So these are all unlike fractions. Only 7 by 8 and 2 by 8 are like fractions. Okay, 8 by 7 and 7 by 5 are unlike fractions. Okay, simple topic. Next, so ascending and descending order of fractions. Okay, this is a very important topic. So ascending and descending order of fractions. If the given fractions are like fractions, so we can easily write ascending order and descending order. When there are unlike fractions only, small differences we will take care. Okay, so do this under ascending order and descending order of fractions. So we will discuss on textbook only, you can understand, I think. So do this, identify the biggest and smallest in this group of fractional numbers. Okay, So in the question number 1 they have given 1 by 7, 3 by 7, 2 by 7, 5 by 7. These are all having 7 has a denominator, so these are all like fractions. Biggest and smallest in this group of fractional numbers. So if those are like fractions, then the fraction which is having the highest numerator is a bigger fraction. Those fractions which are having small numerator is having fraction is a smaller fraction. In this 1 by 7, 3 by 7, 2 by 7 and 5 by 7. This is the first question. So denominators are same. Denominators are same. So then we have to consider the numerators. Which fraction is having bigger numerator? That is a bigger fraction. So which is having a smaller numerator? That is a smaller fraction. Okay. So 1 by 7 is a smaller fraction and 5 by 7 is a bigger fraction. Okay. Next, second question. 1 by 9, 13 by 9, 11 by 9, 5 by 9. These are given fractions. So coming to this, 1 by 9 is a smaller fraction, and which fraction is having bigger numerator? So second one, 13 by 9 is a bigger fraction. Okay. Next, coming to third question. So 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 17 by 3 and 9 by 3. So these fractions are also like fractions. So this rule which we are applying is applicable for only like fractions only. Okay. So these are all like fractions. So 17 by 3 is a bigger fraction and 1 by 3 is a smaller fraction. Okay. So and then we are going to discuss unlike fractions. Okay. So next topic is comparing unlike fractions. Comparing unlike fractions. Okay. So if we take two unlike fractions, 2 by 3 and 3 by 5, these are unlike fractions. So now tell me which is the bigger fraction. If these are like fractions, we can tell easily which is the bigger fraction, but these are unlike fractions. So converting of these unlike fractions into like fractions, then only we can say which is the bigger fraction. Okay. So to convert the same denominator, we have to multiply 2 by 3 with second fraction. We are multiplying this fraction with second fraction denominator. Okay. And then we are multiplying these fraction numerator and denominator with the second fraction denominator. Okay. Are you got it the point? 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15. So 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15. So these unlike fractions converted into like fractions. Now we can say which is the bigger one in this. Okay. So 10 by 15 is the bigger fraction. So we this came from 2 by 3 now. So 2 by 3 is bigger than 3 by 5. So this is the comparison of unlike fractions. This is a most important topic. And then for example, you have to compare 5 by 7 question 5 by 7 and 6 by 3. Okay. So these are at first these are like fractions or unlike fractions? Unlike fractions. So what we have to do, we have to convert these into like fractions. Okay. So how can we convert? So first fraction is multiplying with the second fraction denominator, and second fraction is multiplying with the first fraction denominator. Why this activity is this process is doing? Why? Because our goal is convert both fractions denominators into same. Means we are converting these unlike fractions into like fractions. 5 3s are 15, 7 3s are 21, 6 7s are 42, 3 7s are 21. So these are converted into like fractions. So this is which is the bigger one? This is the bigger one. This is from 6 by 3. So 6 by 3 is greater less than 5 by 7 is less than 6 by 3. So this is the conversion of unlike fractions into like fractions and comparison of fractions. Okay. So for classwork you have to solve the following questions: 3 by 7 comma 1 by 6 and 4 by 6 comma 3 by 9 and 1 by 7 comma 4 by 12 and 3 by 14 comma 2 by 18 and 2 by 6 comma, okay, I will write here, okay, 2 by 6 comma 3 by 7. Okay, so compare the following fractions. Okay, comparison means we are telling which is the bigger fraction and which is the smaller fraction. So this is the small introduction about comparison of fractions. Okay, like fractions and unlike fractions discussion. Today's class is completed. So I think you understood well. Thanks for watching. Thank you one and all. Please like, share.